everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a spring makeup look for you and it feels really strange. You might be able to hear in my voice I'm full up with a cold at the moment, and I was going to put off filming today and not upload a video, but I just thought I need to film. I want to put a video up for you and I had everything out ready to film, so I just thought that, you know, people get colds, it's a normal everyday human thing, so I'm going to film nonetheless, and hopefully by the time I've put makeup on my face I will look and feel a little bit better. Anyway, it's only a cold, there are much worse things going on in the world, so I thought today, as I said, I'm going to do a spring makeup look. This foundation that I'm using today is the 17 Stay Time foundation in the shade Fair. I've really been enjoying using this lately. So this is a really affordable foundation. I'm just going to take a couple of pumps on the back of my hand and just put that all over my face. I've really been liking this. It surprised me so much because it's so cheap but it's such good coverage, and I just really like the finish of it. I am going to be doing a Q&A video soon. I really want to I feel like doing one. So if any of you have got any questions, I'm not going to do a theme, I don't think. I'm just going to do a random Q&A. So if any of you've got any questions that you want to ask me, then I've been asking on Twitter and Facebook. But if you want to leave them down below in the comment section, then I will try my best to answer as many as I can. So I'm just blending this in as usual. This brush that I'm using is the Real Techniques cheek brush, but I really like it for foundation. You probably all know by now I prefer doing my eyebrows after my foundation because I like my foundation to settle in a little bit. So I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've just really been enjoying using this recently. I go back and forth with brow products, and I'm going to show you more up close and in a little bit more detail how I use this particular product on my next, well not my next, but in one of my Back to Basics eyebrow series thing that I'm doing at the moment. But I just feel like this helps me create a fuller brow when I want something that's just a little bit less natural than the Archery Brow Pencil gives me. Next I'm going to conceal, and I'm going to use the same concealer that the foundation goes with. So it's the 17 Stay Time up to 18 hour concealer, and this is the Fair shade, I think. I really like this as well. I'm going to do a comparison, I think, between my different drugstore concealers on the blog, and I'm glad that I tried this one out. It's nice. I feel like this, the way that my voice sounds at the moment, this is like the, you know, when you think you can really sing, when you're in the shower you think you're like the best singer. I always feel like when you've got this kind of like sexy, raspy, cold voice, that when you sing it just sounds so much better. I'm just concealing under my eyes, and I tend to find that with this foundation I don't need concealer anywhere else. Like looking at my face now, there's not really any redness that's coming through, and one thing that I really like about this foundation is that it doesn't cake up around my nose, so I don't want to add any concealer there to make that happen. So I'm just literally going to conceal under my eyes, which is a revelation for a foundation that cost like £4.60 or something, and I don't think any of my other foundations I can get away with not concealing. That's saying something. Okay, eyes next, and I'm going to use the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. As always, this is just a nude toned cream eyeshadow, and I'm just going to prime my eyelids with this. So what I've been doing recently is taking one of my MAC palettes and using the shade Quarry, which is this one here. It's a very cool toned purplish brown. It's like a grey colour. It's a really soft, subtle colour, but I really like it in the crease on this eyeshadow look. So I'm going to zoom you in and hope that it stays focused, and then I will start popping this on the eyelid. So hopefully we're still in focus. So I'm just taking this colour in the crease of my eye just to use as my transition shade. Next I've been using the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Amber Rushed, and this is a gorgeous rose gold. It's a more of a pressed pigment eyeshadow. It's not kind of all baked together, and it's not loose either. I've just been using my finger, taking it in the pot and then pushing this over my eyelid. I just find that this works better than using a brush, and it's such a pretty colour. I don't think that this is available in the UK, which I know is incredibly annoying to any of you that are watching in the UK, but they might have it on Amazon, and also I'm hoping that one day they're going to bring it over from the States, but just keep your eye out. If you know anyone that's going to America, if you're going to America, then definitely put it on your list because it's a beautiful eyeshadow. We do have this formula of eyeshadow over here, we just don't have this particular shade, but I really like some of the other ones as well. They're definitely worth a go. The next thing that I've been really enjoying doing at the moment is taking this NYX Wonder Pencil, and it's like in a nude shade. I apologise for the weird packaging that I can't get off. This is in the shade 01 Light, and I've been taking that in the waterline of my eye just to make my eyes look bigger and pop a little and make them look brighter. That's just made a little bit of difference. I'm going back into my MAC palette and I'm going to take this eyeshadow here, which is in the middle, and this is the shade Star Violet. This is a purpley tone with gold running through it, and I've just really been liking this underneath my eye at the moment. It's not an eyeshadow that I've used a lot, and you could use a lot of different eyeshadows to kind of recreate the same look, or if you wanted something a little bit warmer or golden toned, but I've just really been liking just the contrast of the rose gold on the eyelid to the purple on the bottom. It's just something a little bit different. So I've just take that underneath, kind of smudge it out. And then over the top of that, I'm just going to take a little bit of the eyeshadow that I used on my eyelid, just on the outer corner, just to kind of bring it all together. For the eyes, I'm taking I think these are my Kiko eyelash curlers, and I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. And then I'm going to put on a few coats of mascara. The mascara I'm using today is my YSL Faux Cils Effect mascara. I always say that name wrong. And I've just been liking this because it gives a lot of volume and length to my eyelashes. So next I'm going to take my Bourjois Healthy Balance powder, and this is in the shade 52 Vanille. This adds a little bit of coverage, it's not translucent, but I just literally take this under my eyes, around my nose, my chin and my forehead, just to take away any shine and also just set it in place a little bit to make sure that the foundation's going to last as long as it possibly can. So I only take a little bit of this really in comparison to when I'm powdering my whole face and really setting everything in place. Then for bronzer, I'm taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Bronzer. This is just a little tester, but I have bought the full size. I really like this. I'm trying to get out of the habit of using my NARS Laguna so often, and I find that this is a really nice alternative. Blusher, I've gone back to an old favourite, and this is the NYX blush in Coral Dream, and I think I got this off Amazon. And then for highlights, I'm taking my MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish, and it looks like a baked highlight. It's beautiful. The first time I used this, I was a little bit disappointed with it. I feel like it didn't do what I wanted it to do. But I think the trick is with this is it's definitely not a over-the-top highlight. It's really nice for during the day and if you just want something very subtle. But also I think the key is the brush that you use. The first time I used quite a fluffy brush, and it just didn't look too great. This time, and the last few times, I've been taking the 300 brush from Real Techniques, which is, I think is their blush brush, and I've just been popping it on the tops of my cheekbones, and it worked a lot better. Last but not least, for my lips, I've been using a 3-lip combo recently, and the first thing I'm going to use today is the MAC Lip Liner in Subculture. Then I've been taking the Maybelline Matte Lipstick in 655 Daringly Nude. I got this in the States, but they do have a very similar nude shade in the matte lipsticks over here that we can get hold of. Over the top of that, just to make me look a little bit more awake and a little bit more spring-like, if that's even a thing, I've been using the Bourjois 3D Effect lip gloss, which is something that I used to use all the time when I was younger, and I've recently just fallen back in love with it. I just think it's the perfect nude lip gloss. So this is the finished look. I'm just going to take my hair down. I've just really been enjoying wearing this kind of light and bright fresh makeup recently. I think it's very spring appropriate, and it's just something a little bit different to what I would usually wear as well, which I think it's always good to change things up every now and again. Thank you for watching today. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.